Stop scrolling. Stop searching. Be still. Because right now, at this very moment, I, the Lord your God, am reaching out to you. Not to judge you. Not to shame you. But to love you, to lift you, to remind you who you are and whose you are. You've been drowning in thoughts, fears, noise, expectations, disappointments, and questions. You've been trying to keep it together while everything around you feels like it's falling apart. You've felt like you've lost pieces of yourself in this process of surviving. But hear me, I see you. I know your heart. I know how tired it's been. I know the weight you've carried in silence. I know the nights when your tears soaked your pillow, and you whispered prayers no one else heard. You thought I was far, but I was right there. You thought no one noticed your pain, but I did. You thought you were alone, but I was the one holding you when you couldn't hold yourself. I never left. I've been closer than your breath, present in the silence, active in the waiting. And now I speak to your spirit, breathe again. Live again. Hope again. Because I am not done with you. In fact, I am just getting started. This message isn't random. It's not a coincidence. I orchestrated this very moment, this very timing, this very connection, to let you know, heaven has not forgotten you. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. I have been working behind the scenes in ways you couldn't see. Shaping things you didn't even know needed to be shaped. I have been aligning moments, preparing hearts, and making a way where there seemed to be none. You see obstacles. I see opportunity. You see delay. I see divine timing. You see what's missing. I see what's about to be multiplied. What you thought was failure, I call formation. What you thought was rejection, I call redirection. What you thought was the end, I call the beginning. The pain you've been through has not been wasted. Every tear you cried watered the ground for the blessing I'm growing in your life. Every time you chose to believe in me, even when you didn't understand me, heaven moved on your behalf. You have no idea the battles I fought for you when you were too weary to pray. You have no idea the storms I calmed that never even reached your shore. I protected you in ways you won't understand until much later. I carried you when your legs gave out. I held your heart in my hands when it felt shattered. I whispered hope into your soul when darkness tried to steal your light. And now I tell you, it's changing. It's shifting. The season is turning. A new chapter is beginning. You are about to see why you had to wait. You are about to see why I said not yet when you begged me for now. I wasn't punishing you, I was preparing you. If I gave you everything you prayed for too soon, it would have crushed you. But now, you're ready. You're stronger. Wiser. More surrendered. And because you didn't give up, I am about to release what eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard into your life. There will be people who won't believe how fast things change for you. There will be moments that feel too good to be true, but believe them. I am not just restoring what you lost. I am repaying what was stolen. I am giving back double for the trouble. I am pouring out peace that makes no sense and joy that bursts through sorrow. I am aligning you with the right people, the right opportunities, the right places that will accelerate your purpose. And it's not because you were perfect. It's because you were faithful. You stayed. You kept showing up. You kept believing. Even when it hurt. Even when it didn't make sense. Even when it looked like nothing was changing. Your faith touched heaven. Your endurance was worship. Your hope was a seed, and now it's harvest time. No more delay. No more stuck seasons. No more living in survival mode. I'm breathing fresh life into your spirit. I'm reviving dead dreams. I'm rebuilding what was broken. I'm rewriting what the enemy tried to destroy. And when you walk into this next season, you'll realize it wasn't the enemy who had the final word, it was me. I have the final say. I always did. And I say you are loved. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are rising. I'm not intimidated by your past. I'm not limited by your mistakes. I'm not measuring you by your failures. I see your heart. I see your willingness to begin again. I see the purity of your cry, even when your voice is shaky. I don't need you to have it all together. I just need your yes. Your willingness. Your surrender. And with that, I can do the impossible. I can raise you from the ruins. I can take the ashes of what you've lost and create something so beautiful it will make people say, only God could have done that. Yes, only I could. And I will. Not someday. Not in the distant future. But now. I am moving now. You may not feel it, but faith isn't a feeling. It's a decision. And you've chosen to believe when it would have been easier to stop. So now, I reward that faith. I honor that trust. I respond to that cry. Get ready. The people who overlooked you are about to see my hand on your life. The voices that said you'd never make it are about to be silenced. Not by your revenge, but by your rise. You won't need to prove anything. The fruit will speak for itself. The breakthrough will speak for itself. The favor on your life will speak for itself. Because when I bless, no one can curse. When I open a door, no one can shut it. When I speak, creation moves. And I have spoken. I've spoken over you. I've declared life, hope, healing, restoration, destiny. And my word does not return void. It will do what I sent it to do. It will fulfill what I promised you.